Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all those around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Charizard. Ooh, coming through the jungle, on the way back up to Master Rank. Today we are playing in a game in a trio stack versus another team here, in which it's gonna be pretty fun, to be fair, because we do have a Blissey and a Pikachu. We have a ridiculous amount of crowd control, and I get the heal sustained state. Okay. Wow, Blissey. Alright, 616 damage, or 17 damage. She's cool. But anyway, I get that sustain to stay alive inside these team fights. At least that is going to be the game plan. As we can see, without getting one shot by Blissey. Either way, though, we're playing him in the jungle opposed of lane because, for some reason, Charizard is not very good in lane versus jungle. I know it's strange, but hear me out. So generally speaking, when you're playing Charizard in lane in a stack, right? Let's say it's a 1-1-3. So it's one top, one mid, three bot. Charizard doesn't have a role to fill there because he's not very successful in the bot lane in that situation because you're playing against a Duraludon, you're playing against a Decidueye or Ninetales, or Wigglytuff. Whereas your mechanic as Charizard in the early game is to go in to do damage, and your what do you call it? Your auto attacks are super short range in the early game. They get further as you level up. You get your flamethrower, you get to evolve into Charizard, but it's more so beneficial for you and your team to take up jungle opposed to being in a lane because you can do things like this by being super aggressive, traversing between A, B, and C with flamethrower because you get that movement speed. You get the movement speed as you're traversing through the map, as you're hitting wild Pokemon, as you're attacking enemy Pokemon. So you get a bunch of movement speed to allow you to kite or to stay on top of targets, especially when you get that red buff. Lucario, chill, bro. Gotta break everybody's ankles. That's what you did. That's what you get. But we're about to hit level 9 before the first Dreadnought, the way it should be. In most of my games tonight as Charizard, this is what we're doing. We're hitting level 9 before the first enemy Dreadnought, and we're getting there with Blissey in tow or with Pikachu in tow, your teammates. Because that's the way you have to play it 9 out of 10 because we're playing inside these games now. It seems like no matter what you do, deal with it, nerds. Look at this, crazy, and they can't contest it. What are we gonna do about it? Charizard pops Unite every single team fight, and you either respect it or he's just gonna burn your whole team, and that's just the way it is. There is no middle ground because at the end of the day, this Pokemon still can delete whoever he wants to delete on the enemy team. Doesn't matter. Lucario, Cinderace, Decidueye, Gengar, who cares? You fly into that team, you unite whoever you want. At the end of the day, you get 1 or 2 targets down and you might get killed. But you're going to get the value out of that. You're going to get the enemy team to pop their unites to try to counterplay you or stay alive. But at the end of the day there, what's happening to you? You're getting all this pressure, you're doing all this damage, you're doing all the things inside the team fight you need to as Charizard in a situation. And Charizard Unite counters a lot of things in the game right now. Slow Smoke, Talonflame's Brave Bird charges, or Unite charge, it just does so much work. Now on top of that, you command pressure every team fight. Regardless if you have your Unite up or not, the enemy team is going to assume you do. Talonflame's like, nah, bro. I'm not going to that bush. Smart man. It's probably going to be the smartest play he's going to make all game, to be fair. But yeah, you command respect, you command pressure when you play Charizard. Because everybody's going to assume at every team fight you have your Unite. So you threaten that every fight, which is something that you got to keep in mind. No matter what level you are at that situation, as soon as you get Charizard, being close to that team fight, people just assume you're going to pop it. Which 9 out of 10 you are, because you always have that Unite up. You have one of the fastest charging Unites in the entire game. Hands down. Second to Pikachu right now, I think. Now, the best part about this right now, Pokemon Unite has this weird mechanic for matchmaking where when you're playing in solo queue, you're going to get paired against a stack, a trio, a 5-stack, it doesn't matter. So it's more beneficial for you to play with a buddy in a duo or a trio, or playing a stack because you're playing against another stack. And that's the worst part about it. They need to fix it. They give us those different cues. But at the same time, just keep in mind that when you're playing your favorite Pokemon, you're going to be playing against other people who are in parties, who are in stacks. So the games will be a little bit more challenging, 9 out of 10. So it won't always be a snowball fest for you, but you can still see how strong certain Pokemon are versus certain teams. You know what I mean? Some people are ready for them, some people are not. And I found out that Charizard is the best all-rounder in the game, right? Hands down. But he's super, super consistent, and he's easy to pick up and play and pressure enemy teams because people don't know how to deal with a good Charizard player or a good Charizard overall in general because of the amount of pressure, like I said, this Pokemon provides for you and your team. Now, we are running with a Blissey and a Pikachu, right? So I have guaranteed crowd control. We have a Mamoswine as well and Ninetales. Our team is absolutely nuts this game. And there's not much the enemy team's going to be able to do about it in terms of team fights here. Blissey's going to come over try to catch up our Talonflame here. I have to unite him because I don't want my Blissey to get killed. Not saying that he was, but at the same time, I didn't want to take that risk. Now, you may be looking at the clock and be like, wow, I might not have my Unite by Zapdos. See, that's where you're wrong because like I said, he has one of the fastest charging Unites in the entire game. I'm almost at 20%, and I haven't really killed, I haven't done anything, right? I'm at 20% already, haven't done anything. After this fight, I should be up to like 40 or so, give or take. What'd I say? 40%. Zapdos is coming up, we're falling back, there's no reason to keep pushing. And this is where other people, other teams, you particularly, and solo queue will get yourself caught up into a fight, and you just want to kill the, kill enemy Pokemon, in which it's better to break off sometimes and just go back and farm. Nobody wants to do the chores. Everybody just wants to keep on staying in the fight and tunneling. If you're not getting your objectives, your farm, you're not charging your night move, it could be a huge deficit to your team because you guys are not doing what you need to be doing. Now in this situation here, Blastoise gets caught out because we know he doesn't have Unite. I have Blissey to back me up. Talonflame is pretty much useless, to be fair. And Blissey's running Egg Bomb. I'm in a very, very solid situation. I have to play this back a little bit because remember, enemy Charizard demands respect. So I see a Lucario back here on my Pikachu, and if we don't take him down here, we could be in a whole lot of trouble. Mamoswine's in the bot lane moving up. Everyone has Unites here. I'm going to immediately scoop Blastoise because Blastoise generally tries to come in and tries to steal the objective. We're going to immediately scoop him up and then go for the squishy targets, which I'm trying to go for either the Talonflame or the Charizard or what have you. Now, if you notice, Talonflame tries to hit us with his Unite move. It doesn't affect Charizard while he is in his Unite form. There's a lot of abilities you just counterplay as Charizard. And with the Flamethrower, considering he's been buffed relatively recently, it was back in January, you can cast Flamethrower and Fire Blast while you're moving without hindering your ability to move. It did not used to be like that. What that means is, for those of you that don't remember or don't know, if you were autoing a target down with your auto attacks as Charizard, right, and you cast a Flamethrower, you literally would have to stop moving to cast Flamethrower and then continue. You know what I mean? There's like a sudden pause. So they changed it to now where you can cast while moving and you get movement speed increase on Flamethrower when you hit a wild Pokemon or an enemy Pokemon. So you always have mobility with Charizard. Doesn't seem like it, but he gets around really, really quick. Hopefully, they can't get another score down here. Sweet. This is one of the best things about playing this Pokemon. The amount of damage that he can do and the amount of pressure he brings to a team overall is just nuts. It really is. Especially when you have a Blissey and or Pikachu who is competent in their abilities in crowd control. Whereas most support players, they don't generally go in to support. They stay on the outskirts of the team fight. Which isn't necessarily bad, but playing something like Blissey, you're just a big pink ball of death, essentially. You run in there, you soak up damage, you support your team by healing them up. It's just something you gotta do. But either way, this has been Pawse Plays. Hope you guys smash that like button, join that Discord, tell me I suck. It is what it is. There will be another video out today as well. Either like Dragonite or Ninetales, haven't decided yet. But either way, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Head out. Stay safe out there.